The 16 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 High Country earned an invitation to the 2016 Pickup Truck of the Year competition thanks to its wholly updated appearance and newly available 8-speed automatic transmission / 5.3L Ecotec 3 V8 configuration. But in spite of the updates, nothing we loved about last year's 2015 entrant changed. The 16 High Country was just as comfortable, spacious, and luxurious as last year's Silverado, and although it was down on power compared to 2015, our High Country was extremely well equipped, with leather seating, Chevrolet's MyLink infotainment system, Apple CarPlay which worked most of the time, power deployable running boards, LED daytime running lights, navigation, in-car Wi-Fi, and heated and ventilated front seats. Returning for 2016 was a smooth ride, and the quiet interior had no equal save that of its GMC Sierra cousin. It was the one we all wanted for our commutes at the end of the day, and we fought over its keys when it was time to go home. Making 355 HP and 383 pounds-foot. The 5.3L V8 had no trouble moving the truck into traffic, and with more gear ratios to choose from, the transmission kept the engine in the power band decently enough. However, there's still a healthy portion of GM signature gear hunting, since transmission upshifts happen as early and often as possible for fuel economy. Unfortunately, this led to some unpleasant sudden downshifts on full throttle passing and merging maneuvers, but the transmission's gear spread helps mitigate the problem somewhat. Although down on power compared to the GMC Sierra Denali, which came to our tests sporting a 6.2L V8, in most situations, the Silverado felt better than adequate. Towing and hauling cargo was a non-issue in the Chevy. Loaded with a trailer or a bed full of rubber mats, the Silverado had more than enough power for city driving, uphill freeway on-ramps, and merging into traffic. Brakes and steering were light and overboosted, a GM trademark, but they were easy to modulate and accurate enough. For most work truck situations, the High Country would be a fine companion, given you're willing to put your $60,000 truck to the test. The power deployable running boards helped solve one of our biggest complaints about last year's High Country, its atrocious ground clearance. The 15 Silverado we tested had fixed running boards, which seemed to be magnets for every boulder we came across. The problem is almost completely solved with the 16's optional power steps. A few moments after we climbed aboard and shut the doors, the running boards tucked against the lower rockers, making room for the rocks and debris that pockmarked our off-road drive loop. Artful driving kept the High Country's belly unscathed, thanks to those power running boards that got out of their own way when the going got rough. One problem Chevrolet didn't solve with the 16 refresh was the interior's awkward color scheme. The leather seating and dashboard plastics were supposed to be adorned in the same hue of brown, but the different materials manifested with two distinct earthy shades. That made the interior's design look busy and disjointed when combined with the black, chrome, metallic, and wood bits elsewhere inside. Chevrolet could solve much of the problem by wrapping the dash in leather or leaving the dash plastics black.